Kanye West and Kim Kardashian have both had their fair share of love sickness. Now, Kim Ye is likely to split. But why exactly? From TikTok rumors of Ye's cheating with Jeffree Star to Kim saying that his presidential bid was too much for her, theories are everywhere. There's also the fact that Drake's been putting out some tracks lately, reigniting his beef with Kanye. On these tracks, there's a good chance he's talking about an affair with Kim. So, did Kim really cheat on Kanye with Drake? And how does Kanye really feel about it? Before we get into all the deets surrounding Kim and Drake's alleged romance, let's take a look at what's really going on with Kim Ye and how Drake comes into all of this. Kanye's pretty much always been a big brain kind of guy. Whether you think he's crazy, a genius, or a mix of the two, you probably think about him sometimes. From finding Jesus to running for president, he's kinda all over the place, you know what I'm saying? His struggles with mental health in the past, according to statements made by Kim, is a lot to deal with. He also pointed out in a tweet that he felt like Kim and Chris were trying to lock him up. Ugh. Kim's had a ridiculously complicated love life too. After tons of high-profile boyfriends and marriages, this is her third divorce. She also has 4 kids with Kanye, meaning that this divorce is gonna be a lot harder than just the fallout from fans who shipped them.
Tragic.
Kim and Ye were married for 7 years, a real long time for this to be easy for anyone. From building up a billionaire empire to becoming one of the power couples of Hollywood, everyone thought Kim Ye was in the game. But what really pushed them to divorce? Was it Kanye's mental health, or does it have something to do with Drake? Kanye's had a history of keeping things quiet. Shh, hush, hush. Except for when he doesn't. He's always gotten into it with the paparazzi, going as far as pushing their cameras out of his face. He's a very private guy when it comes to his daily life. Some people argue that this is because he's playing a character in public. He's got like a 4D chess thing going on, you know what I'm saying? Always one step ahead of people who think they know what he's about to do. Mental health is an extremely serious issue, and we sympathize with Kanye's struggle. That being said, statements from Kim hint that it could be part of the reason she is finally divorcing him. Mental illness can lead to problems in relationships. It checks out that someone with a public past of mental issues would have a tough time keeping a marriage together. He controversially made the move to support Trump, interrupted Taylor Swift at the VMAs, posted a video of him peeing on the Grammy, among other things. These problems might be leading to things like his increasing paranoia. It's likely that Kim found Ye's bipolar disorder difficult to deal with. When Kanye's mother died, he was facing the most hurtful loss of his life. He made tons of music as a memorial to the woman who had been so influential and important to his life. He also points to this pretty frequently as one of the events that made his mental health spiral. He's never quite seemed the same after this tragedy struck his family, but he's doing his best. So even before rumors started flying about Kim and Dreezy, Kanye was still dealing with some inner demons. Kiki, do you love me? Yeah, that was the first line that started it all, at least according to what we can see from the outside. Fans started speculating that Drake was really talking about Kim in his 2018 single, In My Feelings, as Kiki, which is well documented to be Kim's nickname, both seen from her makeup line and in tweets made by friends. Nick Cannon also chimed in to say he thinks it's likely. There's also the fact that Drake's lines in sicko mode are pretty much GPS directions from his house to the West's house. I crept down the block, made a right, cut the lights, paid the price. Could be a string of meaningless lyrics, but the facts are stacking up. Kim's short response of never happened, end of story, only really adds to the mystery. The beef broke out for real in the latter half of 2018, further fueling rumors that Drake had hooked up with Kim K. Ye then posted a few videos to the gram to talk about it, saying the fact that it's people making rumors or thinking that you f***ed my wife and you not saying nothing and you carrying it like that don't sit well with my spirit, Ye said. You know, if I had a girlfriend from Chicago, her name was Renita, and you was married to Rihanna, I wouldn't make no song named Riri. He then went to address it further, saying, so when you're like, oh, I don't know where it came from, you too smart for that, bro. You know where that came from. Don't make no record with nothing that can be confused. Now, I told you, I didn't tell Pusha no information about your baby mama, nothing like that. That ain't come from me. We can't help but feel like Kanye might be justified here. And in 2018, the beef really took a wild turn when at Pusha T's show, some guy ran up on stage while he was performing. A scuffle broke out, and 3 people ended up in the hospital, one of them with a stab wound. Ye and a few other people believe that it might have been a hit attempt or a threat from Drake. Kanye came out on Twitter to basically say that he didn't have no patience for this kind of thing. Drake called trying to threaten me, he said, hinting that maybe Drake does have some real action to back himself up. The kid he had run on stage at Pusha's concert is in critical condition, he said, making it sound like he's got some theories. Since the pool line, he's been trying to poke at me and f with me, referring to a line in which Drake insulted his pool. Other than the giant tweeting beef that happened, there's also the fact that Kanye has since come out and talked a little more about the incident. Things have been getting a lot heavier than they really have any need to be. Back in the day, Drake and Ye pretty much decided that they were just playing industry games. This time, though, things are a lot rougher. Recent high-profile events in the rap industry, like the death of XXX Tenacious and 6ix9ine's legal trouble, have been freaking Ye out. Another flurry of tweets followed in December of 2019, revealing that Kanye is getting more and more paranoid about the beef, saying, so Drake, if anything happened to me or anyone from my family, you are the first suspect. So cut the tough talk. It just doesn't sit right on my spirit. I got a family and kids. 6ix9ine is locked up and XXX is dead. The kid that ran on stage is in the hospital. While some people just think the paranoia could be a symptom of Kanye's bipolar disorder, we can't help but wonder if he's right to be worried. This really doesn't look good. Kanye has been all out of sorts in his tweets. He's talked about everything from his bipolar disorder to God and the devil in regards to the situation, further giving weight to the idea that he's buckling under all the stress in his life. He also brought up the fact that Drake won't so much as text him to squash things or respond to his tweets. Not only that, but Drake and Kris Jenner have been in contact, which is kind of messed up, man. Drake's beef with Kanye in the past over personal issues, this much we know. Ye also feels like Drake's been throwing shade at his recent music in 2019. With Kanye's big shift in his music, it only makes sense that not everyone would be behind the new direction. One of these people is Drake, basically saying he didn't really care for the Christianity-laden new sound. He also said he doesn't know if Kanye is gonna make secular music ever again. When asked about the beef, he said, if Kanye turns up on me again, I'll turn up on him. That's just what it is. I'm always down. In response, Kanye said, because secular is trying to say that I'd do anything for anyone other than Christ. That's where they got it messed up. That's where they got it twisted. Kanye seems to be saying that he's always been making music for Jesus. While he's released songs with a religious feel before, like Jesus Walks, his album Jesus is King is a pretty big commitment. Yeah, he's also been pretty outspoken about his beliefs, pretty much claiming that giving glory to God is the only reason for his music. This doesn't sound like it's just about the music though. There's something else there. In this case, it seems like, he hadn't really planned for things to go down like this. Things were pretty much silent until just now, when Drake released Wants and Needs at midnight, March 5th of 2021, igniting the beef again. Fans are flipping out, and there really isn't anything that can be nailed down to give us closure. Drake is straight up admitting to sleeping with Kim on his track. This isn't just a song. This is pretty much an admission of guilt from Drake, really driving the whole beef home. Even though we have a lot more context now, it's not exactly over. While Kim's denied it pretty much at every possible turn, Kanye and Drake have been going back and forth about the affair. It's mostly been pretty vague, but there's definitely something there. The main line from Wants and Needs has been giving some people ideas as follows. Yeah, I probably should go link with Yeezy. I need me some Jesus. But soon as I started confessing my sins, he wouldn't believe us. Does this mean they've talked? Or that Drake hopes to squash the beef eventually? Kanye hasn't come out about anything in this song in particular, but it's likely he'll have some words. The problem with all this is that really, Kim's the only one who can sort everything out. There's really nothing to do about the beef until that happens. At this point, there's almost no doubt that the affair happened. Kanye is being quiet about everything, but he seems pretty hurt. He even goes as far as still wearing his wedding ring after the divorce papers have been filed. Whew, boy, he's down pretty bad. Kim has to be hurting too, but she's similarly silent. Maybe there's really nothing here. Maybe Kanye is just having a hard time coping with the stress, or maybe the reason Drake isn't talking is that he knows he's guilty and doesn't want to fess up to it. I mean, he kind of did in the last song, so it could also be that Drake likes the attention the beef is bringing. So at this point, all we know for sure is that this situation is a whole mess. All we can really do is chill until the divorce is over and we know what's up. What you think? Did Drake really hook up with Kim? Or is he just trying to gain attention? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep it here for the latest gossip and rap news. Deuces.